Okay, welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. This is the last video for now. And we just want to give y'all a recap. Acting is not a hard, hard job once you get discovered. Alright? Getting discovered is the hardest part of acting. Proving that you can act is the second hardest part of acting. Being able to sell a film is not going to be that hard. Because the director is going to cut this bitch so good that you're going to know that when you watch that film, the director has spent hours upon hours. The other directors, the producers, after the actors do the hard work, the real work begins behind the scenes, where they decide what scenes are going to be in the movie, what scenes might need to be reshot, what scenes had the best lines, and they're going to put all those catchy one-liners in there. So you've come a very long way to die. I'm not the one who's gonna die. You're gonna die. I've come a very long way to kill you. Scenes like that. It's like,
oh, really now? You would kill this human form to get to the demon within inside. So, are you going to sacrifice your brother to save the world? Or are you going to let your brother sacrifice you to rule it?
I never thought about that. But he is my brother. And he knows that I know he won't want me to do the right thing. I love you, brother. And now you have to die.
What? No one would ever sacrifice their brother to save millions of people.
You don't know my brother. My brother's more than willing to sacrifice himself to save millions of people. But you wouldn't know that because you're a demon and you have no heart. And more importantly, you have no soul. Yeah, you have his vessel. But his vessel is not immortal. And you can jump into many, many more vessels that you want. And there'll be someone just like me. And someone just like him that knows what's at stake. And they will make the hard choices to unalive themselves even if necessary. And my brother once told me when we were children that if he ever got possessed by anything other than his own mind, that I am to unalive his ass without prejudice.
What? How could anybody be this reckless?
It ain't about being reckless. It's about knowing right from wrong. You clearly don't serve the right side. So, choose your fate. You can leave my brother and go back to the bowels of hell so we can undo all the damage that you've done. Or you can stay and watch Adam and Eve's children fight one more time as Cain and Abel die so that the rest of the world can live. My brother knows what's at stake here. My brother signed up for this shit. And the worst part about that, I talked him into it. I never expected him to be possessed. He never expected to be possessed. But we do know one thing for sure. One of us will stand, and one of us will fall. And we're both praying that the evil one is the one that falls. My brother will resist you from the inside, and I will take care of your ass from the outside. And if I'm lucky, my brother will get a warrior's death instead of some pathetic exorcism, which you're expecting us to do. We've already decided that is not an option. My brother knows he has to die today. Now it's your turn.
This is not possible. No human would ever do something this reckless, this stupid, this unconditionally unacceptable shit.
You don't know my brother. Let's do this. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. But there you go. I come up with that shit off the fly. That was straight improvising. So like I said, acting is really not that hard. Getting discovered, having a good script, having a good story, and having people to make the actors look better than they are, it's a team effort. It is what makes stuff happen. It's the same thing with wrestling. The best wrestlers don't always win the match. They make the superstars look the best. Because there are some wrestlers who never reach the pinnacle, but they are way better than those motherfuckers that you have at the top of the list. And most of them are in the independent circuit. Most of them have their little stints at WWE or AEW, all that other shit. And then they wind up not making the big bucks, but they're there and their jobs. And don't get me wrong. there's nothing wrong with being a job. And I wish back in the 90s when I was young enough to do the shit that they didn't have height discrimination, because then I would be big time. There's a guy now who's just a half inch taller than me. He's married to um Jordan Grace. He's only 5'4". I'm 5'3.5", and I've been told all my life I'm too short. I'm too short. I'm too short. Now, had I been a female, I could be a wrestler because the shortest female wrestler is 5'2". I think that's Alexa Bliss. So there's no reason why I couldn't do it now outside of age and a hip replacement, and no one's gonna legally let me get in that ring, regardless of what waiver, regardless of what training. They're not gonna let me get in that ring because no one wants to have to pay for any of my injuries. So that being said, I hope I taught you guys something. I hope that you guys understand how acting works. Acting is a team effort. The hardest part is getting discovered. The hardest part is getting your foot through the door. And let's pray tomorrow that this 1 o'clock meeting on Zoom goes in my favor, and so that Echo Fang Grey Wolf can stop making puny videos and start making awesome ones. Thank you guys for watching. I love all 241 of you. I greatly appreciate you for giving me the time of your life. I'm going to make my TikTok now, and I'm going to post it, and that's going to be that. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for giving me my time. I got to reload the American Ninja Warrior thing, and then we're going to call it a day. I will make more videos tonight, God willing, but for right now, this is what you get. I am Echo Fang Grey Wolf. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Much love, be seeing you.